How's it going, people? It is Liam Cadderson here. We are here for the final showdown, maybe, with Lucifer and Michael. War is happening. We need the throne, as we are on the final episode of Lucifer Season 5, which is very, very insane to be at that moment. After this, I believe it's only 10 episodes, Season 6, so... yeah, I'll have 10 episodes left to go of Lucifer entirely, which is very, very daunting, but I know a lot of you have recently reached that stage and will be equally hurting. So yes, and will be kind of something to null the pain a bit, I guess I could say, even though we just come off a heartbreaking episode, and an episode that I'm still not over. It was really, really hard to digest that episode, and yeah, it was quite something. I could not form a I could not form a focus after the last episode because the death of Dan was just that painful, and I guess the silver lining, in a sense, is this has given Lucifer a stronger incentive to fight for the throne, especially since a lot of people are not really supporting Lucifer and are more so siding with a prick, so that's great. In terms of the fight for the throne, Lucifer now has a stronger motive, and I feel like things are going to kick off with this episode. It's and you know, given how season 4 ended on a very sad note, I'm not expecting things to go happily, especially coming off the last episode. But whatever the case, this season has been superb. As I've said in the last episode, I feel like season 5 has been my favourite season of the entirety of Lucifer, just with how creative and how well executed the story has been. And the last episode was certainly a testament to how incredible this season was, because it really did get me in the emotions. And you know, I wouldn't have called Dan to be off like that, if anything. I mean, yeah, of course, Michael did have some involvement, but it wasn't by his hand, if that makes sense. So, if Dan was to die, it would probably be Michael's hand, by his hand directly, if he were to die, in my mind. So, not just that, though, but the way they've just dealt with Dan's death, like, because it happened in the middle of the episode, but you know, the funeral, Trixie being told, it was just very, very crushing. And yeah, the acting, the story this season has just been superb. I mean, with Lucifer, the acting has been incredible all throughout, but this season has really took things up a notch. And I am really excited to see how we do conclude things for Lucifer Season 5. So, with that said, let's conclude Season 5 of Lucifer with episode number 16. Let's go. Don't make me turn this bus around! Oh! Good shot, though, despite the struggle. It's gonna go off. As soon as I saw the dangerous edge of the road, I had a feeling this was not going to end well.
What about a throne? Are you offering me my old job? I take heaven, you take hell.
Wow.
It's kind of poetic if you think about it. And I will let you rule down there however you see fit. Oh, gee, thanks, bro.
Because that's gonna that's gonna be satisfactory for him.
But I haven't told you the best part. Chloe will be down there with you. Talk about
yeah, no.
What? I told them to kill Dan. You're welcome.
Good on you! Kill him!
Easy with the temper, brother. Dan is in hell because of you. Well, technically, it's because of his own guilt, which he really should have gotten over by now.
You deserve to die.
Forget about the past, brother.
Oh, man, he's breaking down. It's hurting me.
Okay. It's true. It's true.
When Dan and I pulverized that gang together,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And
look,
remembering,
it's very, very
sweet
poignant
times
with the
like
fact that
those
Maze has a soul now that
are what
this is
helps heal the hurt.
affecting her.
I don't even know. I don't know what to do with that.
You must refuse to give in. It's all
This is what he
manipulation.
wants.
Detective, you mustn't feel guilty.
It's easier said than done, though,
Okay.
isn't it?
I'll just snap my fingers and not feel guilty.
I'm serious, detective.
I'm serious too. That is not how emotions work. Where's Dan right now? Where is he?
Don't make me say it, please.
Where is he?
But it doesn't really mean he's in hell, though, does it?
Michael? I'm here.
Oh, don't tell me. Yeah, I had a fucking feeling he would off her.
I know it's asking a lot, but I need the detective one last time. I need your help.
Of course. Maybe I can't control my guilt, but I sure as hell can channel my anger. Let's take that
And
bastard
use
down.
that. Yeah. Let's go and get that son of a bitch. I'm ready, pokes. I'm ready. Folks, not pokes. What's pokes? It's the adrenaline. Come on.
You hit an emu with your car, didn't you?
I think I got
This
it.
is why I
Right
wasn't
here,
getting
look,
too
it's 6 feet tall,
complacent,
and I
because
got
it
into
would be
just
something
Australia. He didn't-
ludicrous.
Oh, I'll give you guys a
Never
second.
ends well
Hold
for
on.
the emu.
Thank you, Miss Lopez.
Okay, remember TJ Ross, the fence who had Amenadiel's necklace?
Yeah.
The twerp who launched me across the...
Double checking here. That means you want to be with me, right?
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come
All
on.
the years are showing on your face. And my strong stays are gone.
Oh my god! Ship is sailing! Ship is sailed! Let's go! Oh, my heart!
Michael?
I did what I had to.
Do you want him
Sometimes
now?
sacrifices have to be made for the greater good. Heavy is the head that wears the crown and all that.
Yes.
Well, hello, Chloe.
Getting back up. Now that was the most empowering experience of my life.
Because you're finding your footing. It's like I said, you
I'll make a
can't
chart.
fly
I'm gonna
without
log
falling. It's a
Every
stupid
time you
analogy.
follow Charlie and see if there's a pattern.
Yes, Lucy. You have to risk falling if you want to fly.
This is what I said. Okay, it
Have
wasn't a
faith in
stupid
us.
analogy.
That's what.
It's not cowardly to save a single life.
Oh.
Fine, whatever. At least we'll all die together.
Well, off that
Don't be
optimism,
pessimistic.
Dad gave us the power of choice. What say we make one last
It's a-
spectacularly bad one?
It's a bold choice, but I'm here for it.
Awful! I mean, what on earth are you wearing? Is winter coming or something? Very funny, Lucifer. Very, very funny.
I love it. Winter is coming. He said
Why do
bend
you
the
have to
knee,
fight
of
the
course.
inevitable? It's the only way I know how to fight. I demand a vote.
The best reason one could have.
Good choice. Good choice.
Lucifer has my
And he
support.
was the more pessimistic one,
He
wasn't
is
he?
worthy. Who's with me?
Oh, Michael, this is bad for Michael. We're all gonna come marching. It's gonna be like Doctor Who Hell Bent all over again, isn't it?
Oh. Really
Oh.
thought that was going to be a whole... Well, if it has to be unanimous, there's only one way to make that happen. Get
Roger.
rid of all the opposing votes.
No!
Mom never liked you.
Thank you.
Wow, a
You meant that,
Benadryl.
Lucy, I'm sure of it.
Can't touch this. Dun, 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 dun. Can't touch this. Dun, dun, dun.
We're going for the
My,
musical
my,
episode
my,
again.
My. Music hits me so hard. Gets me saying, oh my lord, thank you for for blessing me with a mind to rhyme and 2 fly feet.
Feels good when you know you're down. Super
Oh my goodness!
As such, and this is a beat that you can.
Op my bevel, brothers and sisters.
That is so sexy. Not now. Of course.
The inmates, they had a reason. Oh my goodness. I had a feeling they would all be dead, but not playing in this capacity.
Very cute. Little demon army.
That staff is all that remains of the Tree of Life.
I know. And I can't think of a better use for it.
Oh,
Cause.
No, we have Michael right where we want him.
let's go. Come on. This is so great. Look at these. This is too good.
Azrael.
Ray!
Angel of death at our side. I can't lose.
I'm sorry, Lou.
No.
Wait. No. No. You fucking dick!
No. This is all my fault. This is all my fault. I'm so sorry.
It's not your fault.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
This is not your fault. It's not your fault.
No, I can't deal with this. No. I can't deal with this shit. No.
I told you she should leave.
Fuck off and die. I want this dick dealt with. Come on, Maze. Look at all of them.
Hold!
No, she's not. I'm with Maze. I am with Maze.
Just as good as I remember it.
Is that?
Sandwiches.
Oh, Dad.
So good. Dad, this is so nice.
She has to return. Like, Trixie can't be alone.
Is that normal?
This is our bitch.
He's back!
Says the dude that
He
just
is
fell out of the
back!
sky.
How? He was in hell!
Why am I not burning to a crisp?
Holy fuck, the rig! The rig!
I don't know what the fork any of that means, but you look like you could use a hand.
We're in the good place. I mean, we're in the good place.
But I know I took your advice. I faced my family, my guilt.
And there was no longer guilt.
Yep, finally. And boom, heaven.
Oh shit, here's the front. Oh my god, Lucifer. It's like he's proposing.
I love you.
He said it! He said it!
Goodbye, detective.
She's getting her revenge. Yeah! Come on, Chloe Decker! Get fucked, buddy!
You took the man I love from me!
Do it.
Got this, Chloe. Whoa. Wait a second.
No more
Deserved.
killing.
How symbolic is that
In my
with the
time
wings
here
and
on
his
Earth, I've
wings?
learned everyone deserves a second chance. Even me. Even you, Michael.
Lucifer, how?
I don't know.
Let's go! I stabbed this new god.
My me.
Oh my me. Oh. I mean, that's true though. Oh my me, he's the new god. You know, I mean, obviously, I kind of had a feeling it would be going that way, obviously, with my feelings about how season 6 is going to go, and season 6 is going to deal with the ramifications of well, I guess, I wouldn't say ramifications, but fallout of him becoming God. But honestly, I thought Michael would have died, if anything, in this episode. So, and Chloe nearly did as well, but well, she did. Jesus, that episode was not just a roller coaster, but a fitting conclusion to what has been a superb season. How are we gonna, how season 6 is gonna fare, I have no idea, but fuck me. I am really excited for, I'm really excited for season 6 now, and to see what does happen, especially with the fallout of, I guess, Lucifer now becoming God. So, which I was hoping would transpire. I expected it to transpire, and lo and behold. So, it's going to be very, very interesting to see what does happen now. But oh my me. What a great episode. What a great finale to conclude things on, because it was really intense. We had some very shock moments as well. And we still focused a bit on the fallout of Dan and his death, of course, with Maze, Linda, and Amenadel going over his stuff, and there was a few references as well, which was very heartbreaking. But it was very also big with Maze as well when she broke down regarding Dan's death, because this is, of course, fueling the fact that she now has a soul, and she broke down mourning over Dan, and those words of influence from Linda pushed things along with the whole Maze and Eve ship, which is rolling it up. And, I'm so excited. I'm guessing this means Eve is going to be a more regular occurrence in season 6 to, focus on Maze and Eve's relationship, which is something that I've wanted, of course, since midway season 4. And now it looks like it's a for sure thing with Maze kind of taking back what happened a couple of episodes ago, and here we are. So yeah, and it was really beautiful seeing them to reunite, as well as Eve assisting Lucifer in the battle as well, which was great. And I really loved it how we had the angels versus demons battle, because I was wondering what importance the prisoners would play in this episode, considering the fact, well, they gotta die from that impact, surely. But we had the plan, especially with the numbers not looking in Lucifer's favor, the plan to have some old demon contacts to kind of balance out the scales was pretty neat. Even though there was a few people, Zedkiel, should I say, he was the only one who really, who didn't flip-flop, because there was another angel who wanted to go to Lucifer's side, but then was like, you know what, I'll just lean back to Michael's side. So yeah, and then them I wouldn't say breakdancing, but them just singing Hammer Time was just really great. A nice distraction until Mace and Co showed up. So that was nuts. That was really, really nuts. But I really loved the callback to the musical episode, though. It was just so good. So I really loved that callback. So yeah. But man, what an episode. I'm really curious about what's going to happen with season 6 now, with Lucifer now, of course, being God. What's going to happen with Michael is the question. I have a feeling he's going to be in hell, because it would be kind of poetic. Like, of course, Lucifer, when we began with Lucifer, he, of course, was ruling hell, and now he's God. So it's just poetic to have a someone with the face of Lucifer, aka Michael, being in hell. So yeah, and I can't see him being, of course, especially with the wings being sliced now. I can't imagine him, being accepted, like having some kind of redemption or whatever, because he's still a little shit. I still don't forgive him. I still never will. So yeah, especially with this episode basically confirming he was kind of involved with the whole Dan murder, because that was the assumption, with the fact that he wanted the final piece for the blade. Caleb had it, but TJ had it when Caleb died. And the mercenaries were wanting to know where TJ was, of course, so, yeah. And then he just didn't help matters by killing Chloe, which, fuck me, that was... Yeah, I was, yeah. I mean, we had the last episode killing off Dan, and in this episode we had Chloe killed off. So, yeah, that was a roller coaster of emotions, and just seeing Lucifer break down was just chilling. Like, I think that was the big tide turner in terms of proving to the angels that maybe I chose the wrong side. I'm not so sure, because we all stalled, and we were like, well, shit. Though I gotta say, I feel like with Lucifer now becoming God, a bunch of angels are going to be doing some wet work, given the fact that they had their loyalty to Michael until the closing moment, so I don't know. But in all seriousness, that was chilling when Lucifer broke down, and I think even Michael was rattled, and yet he still put the onus on Lucifer for not bending the knee. So, and then Lucifer made that sacrificial call by going to heaven, because he knows that, well, he was no longer affiliated to heaven, obviously, with him being banished to hell, but he would rather sacrifice himself to save Chloe. And not just that, though, but we finally had those 3 words, which is very, very poignant, of course, because God said, I love you. And as I said, if God said that to Lucifer, he had the capability of saying, I love you, and he was able to say it. So I hope we do get a bit of a focus on that next season, because that was pretty big. That is a pretty big thing. It was a bit of a wedge in Lucifer and Chloe's relationship, with Lucifer feeling like he couldn't be able to say I love you. So I hope we do get a bit of focus on those words. So yeah, but it was really great, not just to see that happen. Of course, it was in the dying moments, but also to have the ring be a very, very fundamental importance, because I did have a feeling after the whole Lilith story that it would come back as a very, very integral piece of this season, and it did, because Lucifer was able to use it as a battery to be able to go to heaven without just dying instantly, and then was able to give it to Chloe so she was able to live. But and there was that nice little moment with Chloe and her dad, which was really, really beautiful. But also we got our first glimpse of heaven. After 5 seasons, we got our first glimpse of heaven. We know what hell looked like. We knew at the ending of season 1. But we got our first glimpse of heaven. And the fact that there is a chance of redemption, because we had Mr. Set Out Bitch. Like, this isn't the first episode, so I'm confused. So at least that kind of puts a bit of a speculation about how the first episode's going to kind of take place, because Mr. Set Out Bitch has, like, you can't, like I said with the first episode of the season, because I thought, okay, well, if like, how are we going to see him again? And I don't want them to break that trend, because ever since season 2, he's appeared in every episode 1, and I don't want them to break that trend coming into the final season. Now that there is a chance that you can be redeemed in a sense and make it to heaven, we'll get onto that in a moment, because that's pretty big for Dan. I have a feeling that we'll be opening the first episode of season 6 with a glimmer of heaven, even if it's just a cameo, because most of Mr. Set Out Bitch's appearances just small cameos, so we could just have a small piece of heaven. We've got like 50 minutes, so why not? So yeah, Lee making it to heaven was a bit of a big surprise, because obviously last time we saw him, he was in hell, but that guilt washed away, and yeah, but not only that, like I said, with Dan not being in heaven, and the fact that it's plausible to go from hell to heaven, this is pretty big in terms of recovering Dan. I feel like the first couple of episodes, if anything, are going to focus on bringing Dan to where he belongs, because that was the big motivator for Lucifer's. That was the big thing for Lucifer after after Dan's death, about why he now wants to be God. He wants to rectify the system, and he wants to make sure that Dan goes to heaven. So I feel like the first couple of episodes we're going to focus on trying to recover Dan. So yeah, maybe we haven't seen we haven't seen the last of Dan, and I feel like that's going to be because like I said, I think there's 10 episodes in season 6. So obviously we're going to deal with the fallout of Lucifer now becoming God. But also we're going to focus on, like I said, the first couple of episodes, Lucifer recovering Dan. That's not going to be a 1-episode deal, in my opinion. And we're going to deal with the fallout of not just Lucifer becoming God, but what's going to happen with Michael, everything else as well, a Menadel story, Chloe, and then I guess some point early in season 6, we're going to deal with our final big bad, I guess. So whoever that's going to be, because Michael set a pretty high bar, in my opinion. So it will be very interesting to see how they're going to conclude things. I want to take a stab. I don't know if Adam's going to play importance. Maybe. But I can't. I don't know if that would be retreading similar terrain with Eve. Just Adam would be a bit more malevolent, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, it will be very interesting to see what does happen. Maybe someone who, maybe one of Angel, who is, not so fond of Lucifer becoming God, potentially, because I doubt this is going to go down unanimously in terms of, once news reaches out that Lucifer's God, that everyone's going to be like, someone's going to be like, oh, hell no. So, yeah. But it will be very interesting to see what does happen. Yeah, great episode though. Remy's death, I had a feeling was coming. As soon as she said, I'm working undercover, I'm like, well, Remy's dead. So, and this episode wasted no time in having Remy die. So, this is what I'm talking about. With the dangerous attitude that Michael possesses and everything, it was just red flags for Remy, and lo and behold, so yeah, sadly that was going to happen. It was an obstacle for Lucifer's quest on becoming God, and like I said, lo and behold, so yeah. But I would that's another thing I want to talk about with season 6, not Remy because she's dead, but with Lucifer, like I said, I feel like season 6 we're going to focus a bit on the fallout of Lucifer becoming God. I want to know what the catalyst was in terms of him becoming God, what sealed the deal. I don't know if it was because of him giving his life for Chloe, or if it's because everyone did bend the knee in terms of the Celestials. But that was after, because Lucifer was able to return to Earth. So that was after. So it couldn't have been that. So I'm really curious to seeing the whole process of, because I think that was a bit. I'm not sure if that was deliberate, but I did feel like the process of Lucifer, I guess, becoming God was a bit unclear. So I don't know if that was just me, but I felt like there was a plethora of directions they could have gone around with this. I guess especially since God said that God gave a kind of crypticness regarding how the process would be in terms of becoming the new God. You'd figure it out amongst yourselves. So I'm not sure what is the key catalyst, because it could be Lucifer's love, really, for well, not just humanity, because you had the Celestials look down, like when they went to confront TJ, you had those Celestials like just throwing humanity under the bus, whereas Lucifer has a bit more respect for humanity and has evolved on his time on Earth. So it could be because of the fact that he has more love for the human race than any other of the Celestials, because you had them just shit talking. And not just that, though, but we remember back to season 1 when Amenadel lectured about Lucifer, saying Celestials and humanity, they can't interact, and Lucifer's been doing the most of that, and thus has gained quite the reverence for humanity. I mean, he mingles with them, he really has no problems. Whereas where you look at the other Celestials, like I said, with the whole TJ situation, they pretty much didn't have some comforting words. So yeah, but like I said, it could be down to the whole sacrifice thing. It could be down, like, I feel like we'll have a bit more of a clearer answer coming into season 6, because there's quite a few avenues that I could see Lucifer becoming God. Especially with that sacrificial move that he made in terms of Chloe. Like, he was banished from heaven, so he decided to sacrifice his own life for someone else's, and that is pretty powerful, especially Chloe of all people, the miracle child. So yeah, but I really loved how we concluded things. The wing battle as well, when both Michael and Lucifer took to the air, was pretty great. Pretty intense, loved it. And like I said, Lucifer's emotions when Michael killed Chloe was, my heart was tested. I mean, it was already being tested with Dan's death, and that left a hole. And I just couldn't accept Chloe dying. I was ready to walk, but Lucifer decided, you know what, I'm going to heaven. So there was a glimmer of hope that he could somehow bring Chloe back. And I don't think I could go through with 2 episodes of 2 key characters dying like that, like in a row. So yeah. So I just really loved how things came about, and yeah, it was I honestly feel like, considering the Netflix, I guess, era, and how we ended season 4, which was pretty intense, I feel like this upped the bar. Obviously, there is the whole Lucifer versus Michael situation, but you had angels versus demons, you had Chloe in the mix, great utilization of Maze's weapon being turned into bullets, which was great. And I feel like the stakes were even higher compared to last season, especially when you consider Dan's death, especially when you consider the title of God is on the line. This was, if anything, 10 times higher than in terms of the stakes than last season. So really incredible. So I am really curious to see how season 6 is going to deliver, though. So not just in terms of Lucifer and the fallout of him becoming God, and him going to rescue Dan, but also for everyone else as well. And I'm wondering if Ella is going to know, because she's really the only one who doesn't know about Lucifer being who he is. And there was a part of me coming into this episode well, not coming into this episode, but when we were focusing on Ella's side of the story. And that said, it was nice to see Ray Ray return as well. That was a nice reference, because we saw her in episode 25 of season 3, and yeah, but that wasn't really nice when she's like, I'm sorry, and then Chloe gets... So yeah. But yeah, Ella's the only one who doesn't know. So I'm not really sure if we're going to have her find out in season 6, or if it's all going to be a bit of a mystery. Because obviously, out of the main cast, she is the one that is heavily tied to Christianity, if anything. So I'm not sure if that would ruin the kind of enigma, like, I wouldn't say the enigma, but that would kind of ruin things if Ella knew or whatever. Or, like, if this would... I don't know. Sometimes they say ignorance is bliss, so... Yeah. I'm not sure, but... I'm excited to see what Season 6 has on offer. But that was a phenomenal way to end a phenomenal season, in my opinion. Superb stuff. Like I said, stakes were high. My heart was ripped out my body with Chloe. Yeah. And it's given us a bit of a peek into what we might expect for Season 6. Who knows? Obviously, like I said, the focus is going to be getting Dan out of hell, or wherever the heck he is, because they didn't specifically say that he was in hell, but that's where we can kind of assume he's at. So, yeah. And if, you know, Lee is able to escape hell and go to heaven, then there's hope for Dan to... you can kind of put 2 and 2 together and think Dan is in hell, but he's going to have that moment where he gets to go to heaven. And now that Lucifer is God, this not only will this be a big thing for Dan in terms of quelling his worries that he won't he will not be with Charlotte, but also this can kind of add a very, very nice layer to the Lucifer-Dan dynamic, especially since Lucifer was impacted by Dan's death. So, you know what? I'm here for that. So, but yeah, superb stuff. And I'm excited to check out the final season, even though it's sad because I don't want to end Lucifer. This show has been really amazing. I can't believe I have been sleeping on Lucifer, but it's been amazing, and I'm excited and sad to check out the final season. But yeah, until then, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!